Hi, all of you. Welcome to Quant Masters. I'm Himanshu Sharma. Many students have texted us saying that our video series of interview sharing of students have really helped them a lot in preparing for the interview. But a set of students recently texted me saying that, sir, we do not have the infrastructure to get trained. And few students were like, sir, we are living in remote areas, and few were like, we are quite poor and we cannot afford buying any package courses for interviews. So could you please give us a tips for preparing for the interview, especially the MR round as well as for the HR round? So this video we are making to help those students who live in remote areas and also to those students who are quite poor and cannot afford buying packages from other websites. Okay, so let us discuss. See, TCS, NQT, or Infosys, let it be any company. Okay, so these are the few tips that you have to remember whenever you're taking up any interview. Before I start, about me, my name is Himanshu. I'm from Bangalore. Did my engineering in information science. I have attended 7 companies. I've been selected in all the 7 companies. Worked in a company called Entity Data as a software developer in Perl scripting. I've done my Java certification. I'm an OCJP certified with 95%. Cleared exams like CDS, that is Combined Defense Service. I've cleared AFCAT, Air Force Common Aptitude Test, 7 times in a row. I've cleared RBI Grade B. I've cleared Senate Armed Forces exam, IB exam, and many exams. Okay, recently took up TestNet. I have taken LICAO. All these exams I've cleared. And AMCAT also recently I took it up in December 2019 and scored 99.99 percentile in quant part. Verbal part I have scored 92, logical part 96 percentile. So this is about me. Joined training out of passion and interest, and recently placed so many students. Our company trainers have placed so many students. For example, Accenture, we placed 71 to 72% of people who enrolled, and we have been transparent. We have put their photographs also in our Instagram page. Okay, so we are not bluffing when it comes to the number of students who have been placed. So this is about our company and this is about me. So with this, I feel that now you could trust me a bit and get to know the few interview tips which are needed. See, as soon as you go into the interview, especially TCS and QT, Infosys, Accenture, or all these mass recruiting companies, okay, they depend more on your personality also along with the technical skills. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Now, let me take TCS NQT exam because this is the exam where many people are applying right now for the interview. Okay, now there are 3 segments here: TCS Ninja, or we call it as NQT, where you get a profile of Ninja and the salary will be 3.36 to 3.6 lakh per annum. And few people have received a mail saying that you have qualified and you are the topper of TCS NQT. Okay, so you are given a chance to apply for digital profile, and you have to take up coding round also. Few people have already given coding. Few people are still receiving mails that you are qualified for the coding round, and they are having their DRCs going on right now. And there is one more profile, that is TCS digital profile, which is directly saying that you are selected for TCS digital based on your score, and you have to go through the coding round. So these are 3 profiles which are currently in TCS, which is happening. And to be to tell you about the preparation, we have already uploaded people who are preparing for coding round. We have already prepared and trained for 4 hours for coding round of TCS digital. And also for TCS in digital interview, we have already uploaded 6 hours of training. Okay, DBMS, data structures, algorithms, and 4 more hours we will be uploading on latest technology. Digital is basically, you have to know technologies like IoT, big data, analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, all these. Okay, not in deep, but at least you should know quite a fair amount of knowledge on it. This is digital. Okay, coming to the NQT part, which many people have. Okay, NQT, what are the type of questions which they are asking? Okay, before that, what are they looking in a candidate? I have interviewed more than 10 to 15 students, and more than 100 students have told me their interview experiences. Based on that, I can tell you that They are checking your basics in programming, though you're from IT branch or non-IT branch, especially non-IT branch, might be from electricals, electronics, mechanical, civil, aeronautical, okay, any department, they are checking your basics of programming. C, they are checking, and OOPS they are checking. But sir, I'm from mechanical, sir. Will they ask OOPS concept? Definitely they'll ask. C language and OOPS language is two minimum languages that you should know non-IT students. IT students also you should know C, OOPS. Along with that, they will ask you about the technologies that you have mentioned in your resume, plus they will dig deep into your projects. Sir, non-IT, will they ask about technology we have mentioned in the project? Definitely they'll ask. Okay. And non-IT, sir, will they ask technical questions based on our core branch? 90% they won't ask, but 10% students, they have asked questions based on their core branches, because there are HRs who have graduated from that specific field. There are HRs who were from civil department. There were HRs who are from mechanical department and all. So they will ask you if they are from that specific department, or else they won't ask you. Okay. But to be on the safer side, know basics of your core branch, non-IT students. IT students know about C, know about OOPS, okay, data structures, if you know, that is really good. And also about your project. 100% you should know about your project. You should be ready to write codes about your project. That should be the amount of preparation. Okay, so documents needed would be a government ID card, hard copy. Preferably, they don't encourage you having a PAN card, but remaining government, you can have election ID, you can have passport, okay, or any government ID card, and soft copy of your mark sheets from 10th standard till engineering 6th semester. Okay, if you do not know any answer, please say that we do not know, sir, but I will try to learn as soon as possible. Don't try to, when you do not know, like how you do it in VTU or how do you do it in your final exams. You write something for 5 marks and you get 4 or 5 marks. Do not repeat the same in HR now. They know anything and everything, take it for granted. Okay, and please, if you do not know, don't waste their time and don't waste your time. It will create a very bad impression. So questions which were asked is, tell me about yourself. Now tell me about yourself. No, this question will make your interview or it will break your interview for sure. Okay. Now the way you smile, the way you greet them, the way you tell this answer, the way you carry yourself in the interview, tell this answer, 60% of your interview is done. They've already judged you 60%. By the time you finish telling about yourself, get to know that you're judged 60%. They get to know your body language, they get to know a lot about you only through this answer. Okay, so be very careful when you tell this answer. Okay, it is like you're creating the first impression. Okay, very important thing. Like you have to be extra good. Now when you go on a date, okay, what basically happens on a date, you, when you're meeting for the first time, you try to be extra good, extra caring, you try to be initiative, am I right? And you try to be proactive, smiling, the same qualities display. Okay, you have to display the same qualities in the interview. Try to have a smiling face. Shows that even under pressure, that you are having a smiling face. Show that you can handle the pressure, you can handle the stress. Not everybody would be smiling, am I right? So if you are smiling, it definitely is an add-on. It creates an impression. Okay, be good, be extra good. Okay, try to talk to them. Okay, don't be nervous. I know many people would be nervous, but try to keep it professional. But as along with that, try to be less nervous as possible. They are also human beings. They will also be screwed by their wives or husband at the end of the day, am I right? So why do you have to be nervous? Even they are normal human beings. Okay. Be proactive and show confidence. Okay, this is very important. Even if you are not confident, try to be confident in the interview. Okay, this is very important, because when you do not have confidence on yourself, how will the HR have confidence on you to select you for the company? Am I right? So these are the things which you should keep a note. Definite knows, when he asks you, tell me about yourself, what you should not say is your parents' name, their occupation, their grandfather's name, their occupation, all that not needed. I do not want to know history about you. No. What are your hobbies, your interests? You don't have to mention, because that will be a separate question. Don't waste your time in this question. My mother tongue, you don't have to tell. Where you did your schooling and your education before engineering, not needed. Many people tell, I did my Montessori here, I did my schooling here, I did my 11th and 12th here. Not needed. If you want, you can talk about your engineering, where you're doing your engineering, which branch you are, okay, but not before that. And also do not try to tell which languages you know, which what is your native, all that is not needed. Okay, so this is the questions, this is the point which you should not tell about. Preferably keep your answer to 1 minute, maximum 1 minute, not more than that. Your answer should be crisp, it should be effective, it should be impactful. What you could talk is about your branch in college, then you have to talk about your achievements, then you talk about your participations, then you talk about paper presentations that you have done, internships that you have done, you can talk about projects that you have done. Okay, then you can talk about your personality. Okay, like you like to talk to people, you like exploring places. Okay, you like to work under different environments, all that you can tell. Okay, you can even talk about your extracurricular activities like sports, are you into sports, anything, you can talk about that. Okay, in fact, I would encourage you to indirectly talk about that you are good at, indirectly try to talk about reallocation. Now they will ask you a question, are you ready to reallocate? Even if they're not asking you, they expect this in a candidate, are you ready to reallocate? So what you could do is, over here only you can indirectly try to tell them that, I like visiting new places, exploring new places, making friends. Okay, this shows that you are adaptive. Indirectly it is a plus point for them. Okay, so indirectly try to tell. So this is about yourself, what you should talk. Okay, if you want to improve how to talk, what you do is do mirror practice, stand in front of the mirror, keep telling yourself about yourself, keep see through that it is 1 minute, keep practicing in front of the mirror. Why in front of the mirror? You can get to know your body language, you can get to know your facial expression, also you can improve your fluency. Okay, but don't try to by heart and try to tell it in a by hearted way. Let it be in a natural way so that your fluency is improved by mirror practice. So this is about that. And then they asked, where would you see yourself in the next where would you see yourself in the next 5 years? You don't have to tell manager, team leader, senior associative, nothing. You can just say position which is available when I put my 100%. Whichever position which is available, sir, when I put my 100%. Something like that you could tell. Don't directly ditto copy my points. Okay, this is according to me. This is my answers. Try to have the same type of answers. Okay, have a bit of variations. Okay, what are your strengths? Now if they ask you what are your strengths, okay, now don't, many people, okay, just 90% of people tell the same thing, sir, I'm dedicated, I'm hardworking, I'm inspired, I'm sincere. Don't directly tell it. You don't tell it directly, try to tell it indirectly, something like, I do not give up, sir. Okay, I do not give up easily on things. I always try to reach before time, shows that you're punctual. I do not give up, shows that you are determined. Okay, sir, I focus on what I'm doing, shows that you're sincere towards whatever you're doing. Are you getting it? So indirectly try to tell. And you can expect questions. Now if I tell, I do not give up, he can ask you, so Himanshu, tell me, how can you tell that you do not give me an instance? Keep an instance ready with you. Okay, I do not give up, sir. I was having a running race competition in my college days. What happened when we started to run? I slipped and I fell down, and my knees were bleeding. Though my knees were bleeding, sir, I did not stand there quit. I saw through it that I completed the race. Though I was running slow, I still completed the race, sir. This is how I do not give up. Make sense? Okay, so this is how you talk. Whenever you tell a point, see through it that you have facts which support them, which corroborate them. Okay, then hobbies. Talk, when you talk about your hobbies, no, you are talking about yourself. Now if you say my hobby is running, my hobby is walking, it shows that you are a fitness person. My hobby is playing chess, shows that you are more, you like to have a creative thinking type. So your hobbies talk about you. So don't tell watching TV and all that you do not tell. Reading books, if you read books, please talk about reading books, or any physical activity you do, please mention it. Now if you're telling I read books, what type of books? Okay, books which are really good, know about the author, know which book, who's the publication, everything you should know. Okay, and even if you tell uh, why, then they might ask you, why do you want to join TCS? Now see, collect all the facts about TCS. Okay, why you want to join TCS, you should know about it. you should know which are the branches of TCS in India, which are the branches outside India. You should know each and everything. Who's the CEO of TCS in Karnataka? Where are the branches? You should, in fact, know more than the HR. So when he asks you, why do you want to join TCS? When you tell points, when you give statistics, no, it carries a lot of weightage. For example, group discussion is going on. Okay. Now, one of my competitor, only we both are there, one of us should be selected. Okay, he tells India is the fastest growing economy in 2018. No, India was the fastest growing economy. I would say something like India's GDP. Okay, the GDP is from which we can get to know about economy. So India's GDP was around 6.9 in 2017, and right now it overtook China's 7.1 and became 7.2. Hence, it became the fastest growing economy. I'm just taking an example. Okay, so when you give facts and figures, no, your value increases. Your whatever talk you do will have more value. Your impression is amplified over there with goodness. Is it clear? So try to know as much as possible about TCS. And then they will ask you, non-IT people, they'll ask you, why do you want to join IT? Why not your core branch? So you can tell, if your project is related to coding, you can tell that, when I was doing my project, we had coding. And when I learned coding in first year. I loved it. I loved coding, and even now I'm in touch with coding. So I would love to explore this field. It is quite interesting. Though I like electronics, but coding is one area which fascinates me, which I would love to explore more because it always tickles my creativity. Something like that, you can tell. Okay. So this is about the HR questions which they ask. Okay, now coming to MR questions, management round, management type of questions. They will tell that, Delhi has high cases of COVID right now, and if your manager calls you over there, would you be ready to relocate? Here they are checking your adaptive skills, how adaptive you are. Okay, a company needs you at this time, this place. Are you ready? This is what they're trying to check. Okay, you have to be ready. Yes, sir. Anytime, any place, I'm ready for the company. This is what you have to try to show. Clear? So, would you be ready to relocate to Delhi, which has high COVID cases? You could tell, yes, sir, definitely. Why not? I would maintain social distancing and I would take care of myself by using sanitizers and masks. Over. Am I right? And then they will probe you. Okay, they will ask you. Everybody says the same. How can we trust you? Then you can tell, sir, I've been studying in the same college for 4 years, and I would love to explore new places, meet new people. This you would have already told in Tell Me About Yourself. Now you're corroborating it. Now this statement is confirming with what you told. Are you getting it? All are connected. Okay, and are you okay with night shift? Don't say 100% sir, definitely sir. Don't tell that. Don't show that readiness. Okay, tell yes sir, definitely. If the company is in need, then definitely I would, work for the night shift. Okay, if needed. Okay, so be careful with that. What are the extracurricular activities you did? So if you talk about sports, for example, I talk about badminton. When I tell badminton is my hobby or my interest, I should know everything about badminton. What is the height of the net? What is the dimension of the court? Okay, what are the top 5 players of the world? What are the tournaments that are played? And my experiences with respect to badminton. Okay, when did I play? Which tournament did I play? Where did I play? What was my score? All that things I should know when I talk about my hobbies. Okay, so this is questions and few more. Being a team player, your team is losing and all the players are playing their individual game. Okay, they're not bothered about the team. They're not the team is losing. What would you do? And all are playing, only focusing on their game. What would you do? Okay, now my answer to this would be, I would encourage them. Okay, you play your individual game, so I would encourage them to play their individual game better and coordinate and boost the morale of the team. A leader always boosts the confidence and morale of the team. So I would encourage them. I would coordinate and try to boost the morale of my team. Okay, this gradually helps me and the team win the match. Something like this. Okay, why should we not select you? Okay, this is a very tricky question. Don't say something like, less vacancies are there, that is why you. Now this is a very tricky question, trap question. They'll ask you why we shouldn't select you. Now if you give real reason why you should not be selected, definitely you will not be selected. Okay, and a few of my students told, sir, I told something like, if there is less vacancies, then I might not be selected. Don't tell that. Your confidence should be so high that even if they select one student, that one student has to be you. Are you getting it? That should be the amount of confidence you should be reflecting in the HR interview. Okay, so you can tell something like, sir, maybe there are people who have higher percentage than me in engineering, or you can say maybe my project and internship, what I have done is not on the technology which the company is in need of. This also you can tell. I have, for example, the company might need an IoT, sir, but I have done it in cloud. Company might need it in machine learning, sir, but I have done it in C. Something like that you could tell. Am I right? Then what are your weaknesses? Please do not tell at times I feel less confident. Okay. Now again, when you're not confident on yourself, how will the HR feel confident to take you? Do not talk about your self-confidence. Okay. You have to be confident. As I told you, even one student, that one student should be you. That confidence should be there. Okay. That should be reflecting in your eyes. Few people have told, sir, at times I lose my temper. Shows that you're not good at managing situation. You will get stressful situations in the company, and if you lose your temper right now, how can I expect you to be a good team player? You should not talk about your temper. In fact, you should be a very cool person. Okay. I'm bad at making friends, sir. You should not tell this, I'm bad at making friends, because in the company you will be with your colleagues. Okay, you have to interact with them, you have to mingle with them, you should have a very good rapport with them. I would like to work alone. No, you should love to work together. This is what they're searching, and indirectly, this is what I have to give. So, what are your weaknesses? You can tell something like, sir, I'm not good at by hearting. You can check my subject marks, theory marks I've scored less, but my practicals are good, sir. Corroborated. Okay, supported your statement. Sir, I easily trust people. This you can tell. Or you can even tell, I tend to forget dates, sir. I'm not into fitness. I'm not into diet. You can tell that also. No problem. Okay, so these were a few questions. There are a few more questions which were asked. Suppose you're not given a project based on your technologies which you prefer, what would you do? Then I would say that, sir, any technology that I would be given, I would put my 100% and work for it. Okay. Now they'll put you another questions. What if we do not put you in any technology? We put you in support job. What would you do? Okay, don't say I would feel sad, sir, I would feel bad about it. Don't say that. Be optimistic, be adaptive. Any, they're putting situations. Okay, try to win over the situation. Try to say something like, I would put my 100%, live up to the expectation, and I would improve my skills to get into a better domain. Better. So a better reply shows that you're positive and you have that hope that you can get into better technology. Shows that you are open to learning. Okay. Engineering, you have scored less compared to 10th and 12th. Now this question, no, many people get stuck, but this is a like a success question to me. This question, no, I score 100 out of 100 in this question. You know why? Because what I say is, sir, when I was in 10th and 12th, no, sir, we were only into studies. But when I entered engineering, we had a lot of co-curricular activities. So initially, sir, when I participated, when I did volunteering and all, no, sir, I was not able to manage those events with my studies. That is why I scored less initially. But later on, if you see, no, sir, I have scored well because I learned how to manage time, how to manage things in life, sir. Indirectly, I'm trying to tell now I'm good at managing things. Are you getting it? So my weakness, I converted into my strength now. This is the way to answer. Okay, what do you dislike about your college? Please do not tell negatives about your college, your friends, your parents, your relatives. Nobody you're talking negative. Because if you let go of your college in front of a third person today, tomorrow you'll let go of your company in front of a third person. This is what they're checking. Do you know what to talk, what not to talk in front of a third person? So what I do not like about my college, they have a lot, too many teaching hours, sir. Too many teaching hours are there. They have very strict assessment policies, too many technologies to learn in a short span, sir. All these is what I used to initially dislike, but now I've realized that all this is done for us, sir, to help us improve. So I'm really grateful to my college. Don't you think this is a quite a good reply? Or they have also asked, which lecturer do you dislike in your college? Okay. Now again, do not let go. Okay, you can tell something like, so this lecture is there. The reason why I used to dislike, not you're not currently disliking, I used to dislike a bit. Okay, is because sir was very strict. Okay, He used to take extra classes and he used to give a lot of assignments, sir. But again, I have scored well in that topic. I've scored well in that subject, and it is all because of him that I have scored really well. So I thank him. What you can do here is whichever subjects that you have scored well, pick it up. Okay, so these are the type of answers where you can give, so that negative situations also you can come out with positive answers. Very important. So then other question which was asked is, what is the time that you will take to learn a technology? Again, they're checking how adaptive you are. Okay, according to you, how adaptive you are. So any technology, sir, I would learn it in the best time, the fastest time, as soon as possible, sir. For example, if I have to, I know C language. So if I have to learn from the start something like C, I would maximum take 15 to 20 days, sir. I'll be done. Show that interest, show that energy, show that optimism when you answer questions. Okay, so these are the type of questions which were asked in TCS NQT, and even in Infosys also the same type of questions were asked. So I hope this video has helped you in knowing what to answer, what not to answer, why are they asking such questions, and how should it be. Okay, so all the best to your interviews. We have uploaded all the branch videos. So if you have missed any of our videos, you could watch them. All branches interview experiences we have called students and they have shared their experiences. You can watch that if you have missed. So with this, I again wish you all the best to all of you. May all of you clear with flying colors. Be positive. Okay, you put your 100%, you get selected in a company, well and good. You put your 100%, still you're not selected in a company, even better. Okay, might be that company does not deserve you. You deserve a better company. Think this way and work more hard and get into a better company. Okay, so all the best. Take good care of yourselves. Keep smiling. Bye, people.